Hey guys, today we are listening to one of the great short story from the book of 100 World's Greatest Short Story. The title name was The Five Boons of Life. The story was written by Mark Twain and narrated by Niharika. In the morning of life came a good fairy with her basket and said, "Here are gifts. Take one, leave the others, and be wary. Choose wisely." "Oh, choose wisely, for only one of them is valuable." The gifts were five: fame, love, riches, pleasure, death. The youth said eagerly, "There is no need to consider," and he chose pleasure. He went out into the world and sought out the pleasure that youth delights in, but each in its turn was short lived and disappointing, vain and empty, and each departing mocked him. In the end, he said, "These years I have wasted. If I could but choose again, I would choose wisely." The fairy appeared and said, "Four of the gifts remain. Choose once more. And remember, time is flying, and only one of them is precious." The man considered long, then chose love, and did not mark the tears that rose in the fairy's eyes. After many years, the man sat by a coffin in an empty home, and he communed with himself, saying, "One by one, they have gone away and left me, and now she lies here, the dearest and the last. Desolation after desolation has swept over me. For each hour of happiness the treacherous trader love has sold me, I have paid 1,000 hours of grief out of my heart of hearts. I curse him. Choose again." It was the fairy speaking. "The years have taught you wisdom. Surely it must be so. 3 gifts remain. Only one of them has any worth. Remember it and choose warily." The man reflected long and then chose fame, and the fairy shining went her way. Years went by and she came again, and she stood behind the man where he sat solitary in the fading day, thinking, and she knew his thought. My name filled in the world, and its praises were on every tongue, and it seemed well with me for a little while. How little a while it was! Then came envy, then direction, then hate, then persecution, then derision, which is the beginning of the end. And last of all came pity, which is fuel of fame. Oh, the bitterness and mystery of renown, target for mud and in its prime, for contempt and compassion in its decay. Choose it again. It was fairy voice. 2 gifts remain, and do not disappear. In the beginning, that was but one of that was precious, and it is still here. Wealth, which is good. How blind I was, said the man. Now at last life will be worth the living. I will spend, secure and dazzle. The smokers and disappears will crawl in the dirt before me. I will feed my hungry heart with their envy. I will have all luxuries, all joys, all enchantments of the spirit, all contempts of the body that man holds dear. I will buy, deference, respect, instinct, worship, every pinchback grace of life. The market of trivial world can furnish forth. I have lost much time, and I chose badly heretofore. But let the pass. I was ignorant then, and I could but take for best what seemed so. 3 short years went by, and a day came when the man sat shivering in a mean grant, and he was gaunt and man and hollowed and clothed in rags, and he was gnawing a dry crush and mumbling, "Curse all the world gifts, for mockers and glided lies, and miscalled everyone. They are not gifts, but merely lending pleasure, love, fame, riches. They are but temporary disguises for lost relatives, pain, grief, shame, poverty." The fairy said true. In all here stores There was but one gift which was precious, only one that was not valueless. How poor and cheap, and I know those others know to be, compared with that inestimable one, that dear and sweet and kind one, and that steps in dreamless and enduring sleep, that pains, that persecuted the body, and the shame and griefs that eat the mind and heart. Bring it, I am weary, I would rest. The fairy came, bringing again four of the gifts, but death was wanting, she said. I gave it to a mother's pet, a little child. It was ignorant, but trusted me, asking me to choose for it. You did not ask me to choose. Oh, miserable me, what is left for me? What not? Even you have deserved the wanton insult of old age.